3, 2, 1. Hello everyone, welcome to the first ever SuperCoach Happy and the Chicken Expert SuperCoach Podcast. I'm here with Peter. Peter, say hello.
Hello, thank you for having me, SuperCoach Happy.
Hello. Alright, so this podcast is going to be us talking shit for like, who knows how long. I have no idea how long this video is going to be. It will go up on both our YouTube channels. Yeah, you can follow Peter. I'm not sure exactly what his Instagram is, to be honest. It's the Chicken Expert SuperCoach, or his other around. Something like that. Go search it up, go give him a follow. I'll give him a shout out after this. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So let's roll on Marshall. So the issue is, the comment today is that with Memory being injured, Tom Campbell is coming into the side, and with that, they're saying that he's going to do a rock, and everyone's just absolutely shitting themselves now because we all see what happened with Paddy Ryder and Roll Marshall, and it fucks him over. So honestly, I reckon who the fuck cares? Marshall's going to be number one rock anyway. He'll be fine. I reckon just keep him. But yeah. What are your thoughts? Same thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be like a 70-30 split.
Legit.
And if he does, probably kick a couple goals.
Yeah, literally. If he does go for it, he'll just kick a couple goals. So I don't see the issue. Everyone wants the change and bring like a Savo as a rock two and something else. It's like, do not do that. That's fucking stupid. But yeah, so that's the Ron Marshall. Our verdict is just don't be stupid and keep him because he's over like nearly 50%. It'll just be dumb to get rid of him because even if this does happen, he'll have a shit like 3 rounds and then he'll be good for like the next 15. So like, it won't even matter. Moving on, Elliot Yeo has been injured.
Shock.
He's out. Yeah, no. He's done his calf. Well, he hasn't done it, but he's hurt his calf. He's out for round 1. What are you doing? You got to keep him?
Traded. No, traded.
Traded instantly. Yeah.
Traded. Yeah. 300k. He's gone.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm backing that as well. Best option to play trade to would be probably Will Day.
Will Day, Liam Jones.
Or maybe,
if you don't have him.
I don't think I have Jones. We'll talk about it in a but or you can go like switch it all around and go Bruin in the 4th line potentially.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, it's better now than him copping it in the first like 2 weeks, and then we're going to have to waste a trade on the guy. We can't even upgrade him either because we don't have unlimited trades. So it's probably for the best because if this is a sign of things to come, as has been for like 2 years for him, yeah, it's going to be a good thing that it's happened.
But there's good upside in the pick if he stays healthy.
If he stays healthy,
Redden and all that. But then, to be fair, Tom Sheed could come in now. I think
that is true. That's true. That's open up for Sheed. But
shit.
Yeah, I reckon Sheed's just pretty average player, to be honest. But it's not terrible with Yo out. But at the end of the day, if you're not starting with Yo, you're not going to get him throughout the year anyway. It's kind of like if you don't start him, he's just going to be. He just won't really be there unless a cheap primo is doing terrible. It's like 470k at one point, and he's doing so bad, and Yo comes in and gets like 100. Then I don't know. Yeah, who knows? But yeah, other than that, we got rookies debuting left, right, and centre. Are you picking up any? Or are you passing any that we've heard of so far? Because there's been some different ones that are really good. Like we've got we had 2 D's ones. We had Lowry and McVeigh come through.
Lowry.
Yeah, I think Bailey Lowry. I don't even know his name.
Bailey Laurie. Yeah, you used to go to Parade.
That's the one. Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, you used to go to Parade.
No other way. I went to Melbourne Development Clubs as well.
And who's the other one?
Jordan McVeigh. He actually had a really good practice match, if I'm not mistaken. But it is suspected they're only coming in for like 1 round for the fact that Viney's out, Salem's out, May's potentially out, and Fritsch is out as well. So
stay away from Melbourne rookies, I think.
Yeah. So unfortunately, as soon as those guys are back fit, those two, unless they have like a Bowie type effect and they just come in and absolutely rip it, I doubt they hold anything. So yeah. Well, yeah, I think McVie comes in and indicates that Stephen May's gonna not play because he's in doubt.
Oh, how tall's this guy?
I have no idea. I know he plays backline. That's all I really got right now. But
I don't even know what his fucking name is, mate.
unless they swing Tom McDonald back in the backline, but who the fuck knows? I have no idea.
They used to Judd. His name's Judd. You're right.
Johnny McVeigh.
Judd. Is he tall?
I have no idea. How tall is he? Let's check the phone.
6'1", yeah, probably not. Anyway,
Probably not.
I would
Especially
stay away
because-
from Melbourne rookies. Premiership window.
Yeah, that's right. Any premiership team is really hard to
Bailey,
get with this one.
maybe. He's been in the system for what,
Where does he?
3 years.
3 years. Where's he even playing? I don't even know where he plays, to be honest. Surely-
Probably playing a pocket. He's short, I think.
Yeah, because there's no way he's actually going to go get midfield. Maybe does he play wing? I don't know.
No.
I don't know anything about him, to be honest. I haven't heard anything until literally announced that he's debuting today. So I have no clue. I think he came in with Bowie, I think, the same year. So
Yeah, I'm not sure.
he's taken a bit longer than Bowie. But yeah. Anyway, I think that's all the key points. Let's get into some team reveals. So I'll go first.
We're not going to talk about the other rookies.
Is there more rookies that we need to talk about? We do, okay.
Yeah, there's Cowan and Hollands.
Cowan and Hollands. I'm skipping Hollands. I'm not even bothering with him, to be honest.
I think his position in that team is too susceptible to being dropped.
Yeah, is it just as soon as Walsh is fit, he gets the boot? Okay.
Most likely. Cowan, I like the look of Cowan. He looked really good in the prackies.
Yeah. Playing off half back, and then Zach Williams there for the whole year, so he'll be a good replacement if he does. As long as he does well, though, because if he comes out and flops the first match, he's probably just going to get the boot for someone else. Hopefully not.
Yeah, true.
So there's the
Chesser.
Carlton ones. Chesser.
Gimby and Long.
Gimby's a must-have, to be honest.
Yeah, he looked pretty good in a shit back line.
Long, I haven't even seen anything. He didn't even play bracket matches, so...
I think he did. Long's like a Lacroix type, so he's only going to get you 40 points.
Yeah, so he'll be a bench at most if you do, but I'd rather have someone else. Who else then? Chesser. I don't know about Chesser. He had a terrible practice match, but that could just be a bad one-off. He could have just been he returned from a year-long injury. Can't really blame him, but he was horrific. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I guarantee I'll do my team review today, and the team will change by tomorrow's game. So, knowing that. Who else? Davey from Ashcroft. Was that announced?
I don't think so, but I
think it's
probably will be.
Yeah, we just talk about rookies in general. Ashcroft will.
Nah, we'll do it. Yeah.
Sheasel got announced.
Philippou should get announced.
Philippou and Caminator.
Caminators, mate.
Caminators. That's so weird.
Yeah.
It's really weird, mate. This guy Caminator is literally like fucking in our league. Like 2-3 years ago, and now he's literally about to potentially make his debut in round one for St Kilda. It's weird. We didn't even know the guy personally or anything. He just like randomly showed up in the league one day. He's actually pretty good as well. So he could make one, and because of King, Membry, and Hayes being all injured, he could actually, if he gets a go, he could actually be a pretty good option long term.
Nah. All forwards always have stinkers. No, they always have stinkers.
Not even 1 or 2K on the bench.
Oh, maybe like a Boyd Woodcock type, just there and then he magically plays.
I mean, we saw what Hayes did last year for St Kilda. He came on the scene. He got 110 and absolutely launched himself. If he didn't get an injury, he could have been arguably gone Rookie of the Year. So, but yeah, actually no, Dacos obviously.
Yeah, probably.
Probably Dacos.
He was pretty good. He was pretty good.
It was pretty good. But yeah, so it could be the second coming of Hayes, or it could just be a tall forward. It seems like it's the job security for at least a month, based on memories. And King's out with his shoulder for 2 months, I think. And then Hayes had another setback, unfortunately. So it could open up the door for him. Who was the other one? Philippou. Yeah, Philippou is in there. And then Northwest Sheasel. Everyone's got Sheasel, but like I just think to myself, like he is playing.
Whoops.
It is 200k for a forward that could just.
Yeah, but
he's also rotating off halfback apparently, which is really good. So
honestly,
that's
he's gonna play. He's gonna make money. He might be a Noah Bolter, and he might drop at the start, and everyone's gonna get annoyed, and then make 300k.
Potentially, I remember that. But
I think it'll be a slow burn.
that Noah Bolter one was fucking. I regret that. That was painful to go through. That was pain. He literally went negative and it made like 300k in like a month. It's fucking crazy.
What else we got? Fergus Green.
I think it's been confirmed, yeah, but he
And
should.
Mackenzie should play as well.
Green and Mackenzie should definitely, because Mitch Lewis is injured. I don't know how. Do you know how long for? Like a month?
No idea.
No idea. All I know is that he will get a go.
He should. He looked
Mackenzie. Mackenzie's going to be easily in there. He should be in that midfield. He should be starting in the midfield, to be honest. Arguably.
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah.
No, he could be. Well, you got Warple, Newcomb. Depends where they put more at the start. If they put him in the forward line, because then you've got that third position opened up. Could stick Mackenzie in there. I mean, he had the most CBAs in the practice match for them. So I don't see why he couldn't do it. I don't see why he couldn't do it in AFL. Yeah, I think. Who else we got? Well, Davey. I don't even know how to pronounce his first name. Was it Alwyn
or something?
Alwyn Davey. He got announced. I know he's the bench
option. His brother's
option.
meant to be good.
Yeah, his brother's the one who's announced, I think.
His brother's injured with his knee or some shit.
Yeah. But he's a good bench option, I think.
Callahan.
Yeah. Callahan, yeah, he's a bit of an expensive one. Phillips, I don't know. He had a really. I know I don't want to base off one match, but he did really bad. I don't. If I do have him, I'm not going to start him. I'll say that he's definitely on my bench at most because, midfield is just too stacked to the point where he just doesn't fit. I don't think he's even good enough to start because he's going to get like, I don't know, he could get a 50. So, yeah. But I'm scared Mackenzie could just be the next Josh Ward in the sense like he had an absolute crack of a practice match and then came in and averaged like 50 for like the next 2 months and absolutely flops so hard. So, but let's pray that it's not. I think that's everyone. It turns out it's been announced. Is that everybody? Yes.
So?
Alright. Time for some good old team reveal. Final team reveal, right? Yeah. Let's hope. Potentially. Yeah, I'll probably change one tomorrow. The thing is, I've got to remember my team now.
Oh, mate.
No. Don't worry, I've got it. So, first of all, 2 primos, Sicily, Doherty. I did have Stewart, but I've gone Sicily over Stewart. I don't know why. I just like the Sicily pick. He does better when Hawthorn are losing. And considering they're probably going to be favourites to Warden Spoon, I mean, it's right there. Stewart, he's playing at MCG a lot, and he actually kind of plays. His scores aren't good there. I don't know why, but he doesn't really have the best scoring there. So it's like, I think I'll pass on him. And Doherty, I mean, I don't think he got the midfield time that we expected, but he was still decent, obviously. Playing off halfback. Next, obviously, I've had discussed since like day one. Gone Will Day. I really like his role. He got like, I think 88 off like 60 time on field. I'm hoping that's because he came back from an injury. But he's got that midfield. I mean, he can start in the midfield over Mackenzie, so you got his third midfielder there. Playing midfielder and also going to the back line is very good. Obviously, he's probably the main replacement for Yo, which is annoying because I would have liked him as a pod, but unfortunately, it's not going to happen. Next, obviously, Gimby, self-explanatory. Don't have to talk about that one. Because of Yo, I'm forced to go McKenna, even though for some I just don't like it now. Even though he's got the experience and stuff like that, I don't know. He's had a pretty average preseason, and he could just not get picked. Like they could go Coleman over him. I mean, they could play both, but I'm not sure because they've other players obviously don't. But I don't know. Then next is Constable. Self-explanatory is going to be great off halfback for Gold Coast. And then I think Wilmot and Cohen on the bench. So obviously owned by 40%. I think Wilmot's only like 50. Kind of have to have him in just because of that. Also because Cohen has the good job security because of the Zach Williams situation. Wilmot, defense and wing, it's a bit I'm not the biggest fan, but there isn't really anyone else to go in that rookie position, so kind of just have to go for it. Midfield led Oliver Bont. Those are my three big primos. I feel like you just need Laird and Oliver. I feel like they're must-haves. And Bontempelli, I feel like he's going to have a really, really good season this year. And apparently he's going to go back into midfield even more, as if he didn't already. So with that, I think he's just a lock, and he can go forward. He can rest forward instead of coming off and then just rip it. Next is Tom Green, self-explanatory. The guy's going to be an absolute jet this year. I think everyone's hopping on him. Obviously, Hopper, self-explanatory, 30k for a primo. He's going to be brilliant. I'm very excited to watch him play tomorrow night. Next, I've gone Warple after his game. I really like the look of Warple. He's going to be... it's out of him and Newcomb, but I think Warple will step up. He'll be way more impactful than Newcomb. He'll be the number one mid. And Mitchell's put the back end on him. He wants him to be a leader, and I think he will. So, go on him. And then I've gone Ashcroft, and I've skipped on Callahan. I've skipped on Callahan because he played fully wing. Not that it's bad, but he didn't have one start in the middle, which I just didn't like, because I'd rather have one of these three guys that do start in the middle sometime, or at least Ashcroft gets a go in it. So you complete wing, which means he's going to have inconsistency, even though he's only there to make money. I just prefer that. And then, as we talked about before, Mr. Cam McKenzie. Self-explanatory again. And then, as I said, if I was going to get Phillips, he's going to be on the bench. So that's what I've done. Start on the bench. And, next player, Oscar Baker, who was amazing on wing for the Dogs. Hopefully he keeps that role. It shouldn't change. Yeah, and then, honestly, I've forgotten who I put here. So, we go. For now, we go Chesser. We go Chesser. Even though I'm not the biggest fan, but because it's West Coast, he does have the job security, so it's probably fine.
Potentially, yeah.
Potentially, because I don't see who else will come in for him. I don't know, maybe he only gets to go because Yo's injured. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, Shuey's going to get injured.
He always does.
I'm sure Nick Nat will get injured, even though it doesn't make a difference.
He already is injured. He's got Achilles. He's not even playing very well. so if you're thinking of going Nick Nat for a rock, don't.
No.
Do not do that.
60% time on ground.
And then fucking does his knee again. Now, Ruck's situation is a bit ropey right now. I've gone Darcy, and I've gone Marshall. Obviously, Marshall is self-explanatory, but Darcy, he had, although even when Jackson did play, Darcy still had 3/4 of ruck time. So I don't know what Fred is doing with Jackson. I don't know, maybe it's because he was just sitting in the club or something, and then he got concussed, and then didn't even play the second game. But I think it looks like Darcy is fine, and I don't trust English with his hamstring. Gaun's too much, and I think he's going to be inconsistent. Same with Grundy, inconsistent. Goldstein's washed. Nank gives away too many fouls. Fouls, free kicks. Blitzar's not good enough. Injury prone. O'Brien's just shit, let's be honest. And Witts is just too much.
Blitzar's injury prone? Are you stupid?
No, Nick not injury prone.
Oh, you said Blitzar's injury prone.
No, Blitzar's unfortunately is just a bit, because he's everywhere. He has inconsistencies with his game. Even though, like, theoretically, it should be really, like, he plays, like, ruck, then he goes to defence, then he goes to wing, and sometimes in that midfield. It really should be a good role, but it just doesn't work for some reason in terms of SuperCoach. Yeah, Witts is just too expensive, unfortunately. So, and then obviously, you got to go big Nicholas Madden, the GOAT, the most owned ruckman. Forward line is pretty boring because everyone's kind of doing the same thing. These three primos. Dunkley, Rosie, Torano. Haven't gone Cogs because I don't know. I just haven't. I don't know. Rosie just looks. I feel like Rosie and Torano are going to be the same and they're cheaper. So that's about it. And then it was, if I can remember. Was it Flanders? I don't know if it was Flanders. It could be Flanders. We're about to find out. If it is Flanders, then I've gone Flanders. I think I don't know. I've already forgotten what's that. Good start. All right. Sam Flanders. Yeah, I think obviously with Took Miller coming back, it made people worry about that pick. Good English. But I think he's going to be fine because he goes around the stoppage anyway. And he impacts the scoreboard very nicely. I think he's going to be the new ranking at Gold Coast in that sense, which ranking actually didn't even do that bad at SuperCoach, to be fair. So for a 250k player, if he can replicate that sort of impact, then we happily take it. Next is self-explanatory from Mr. Harry Shinzel. And next one is also with Philippou. And I've gone Davey on the bench with Mr. Green, Fergus Green, with 50k left in the bank. That's the team. That's the team. Thank you. That is class. That's going to be in the 50 grand.
You reckon?
No chance. But I'm here for the ride. Save the team. And then if it would load. VC, I'm going VC Oliver into Laird. I might change Laird because he apparently is getting extra attention. So,
don't even worry about it, mate.
Maybe one more, but yeah. What are the thoughts? What are the thoughts, Peter? Who do you like? Who you don't like?
I don't like Flanders.
Not a big fan.
I like Warple.
Oh, wait. It fucking wasn't. I'm stupid. I fucked it. It wasn't Flanders. I messed up. It was Tanner Bruin.
Okay, I don't mind him. He's not bad.
I missed out. And I remember David was in my midfield.
He's a good tackler, so he's going to guarantee like.
And then I had Caminators. That's the best for the culture.
So Bruin will guarantee a 60-point game with the way he tackles.
Yeah.
Which is not good at that price range. Warple, I don't like. I just think he's lazy.
Fair enough.
And then if he goes shit quickly and badly, like shocking numbers. In terms of anyone else in your team, Will Day, I like him. Do really like running halfback, but there's a lot of players in that team that take points off the halfback line, even in the middle. So I'm staying clear. As of now, that might come back and bite me, and he'll probably get injured. So, it's not like
with Warple.
Yeah,
but with Warple, like for Starpress Day, his best season was when Tom Mitchell was injured, and he averaged 97. So you take Mitchell out, and you put Sam Mitchell and a Warple with a good preseason. Maybe it should be
played
fine,
a shit first game.
He did play a shit first game, but then he played a fantastic second game, which is the one that mattered because actually had stats. Because the first one just went, no, it's basically it's just nothing. But yeah, I'm very excited to see your team because you always have some weird pick that's like out of nowhere. Because he has the weirdest picks. It's like out of nowhere. If I see Isaac coming, I'm ending the call right now. I can't lie. If I see Isaac coming,
okay, really? Oh, am I sharing my screen?
Yeah, let me stop sharing mine. Alright, we're back. I swear to God, if I click on the stream and it says stop recording, I'm gonna cry. Let's see how this goes, please. Yes. Okay, we're good. Just need it to load now. Oh, it was there, and now it's not there.
Oh, lock cuts in and out? Yep.
Yeah. This is the quality that we're going to see over here. Don't worry.
That's alright. I've gone with Doherty as my D1. Stewart, it doesn't do it for me. I like Shitster and fucking Supercoach Central on Facebook. Sicily doesn't do it for me after the Pracky match. Again, too many people can take his points. Sinclair, I like him. Got 50. Don't like him anymore.
I can only see if, like, so I'm going to try like money a photo with it so I can see this. You know, when it pops up.
D2 is Ridley.
I got it. Yes, okay.
I like his role at the moment. Probably on kick-ins. He looks back to his old self, not last year. And then I did have Yo in. I did trade him out for somebody.
Jones D3, interesting.
Yeah, I got Jones D3. Yeah, he's probably gonna.
If that helps, if anyone wants to actually have a look at it, it's not flickering in 5 seconds.
Yeah, Jones D3. I feel like he's definitely gonna score if Bulldogs pass around the back. He's gonna be kick mark. He's a good mark. His job security is pretty good. I don't think there's a worry. He should make money. Inri, Wilmot, Chesser, just whatever. Constable, Cowan, yeah, sure. Honestly, I have nothing to say about him. The midfield, Laird and Oliver, Bont, yep, simple. I've gone with George Hewitt.
Yes, I like the Hewitt pick.
I feel without Walsh at the start of the year, he's going to get his fucking 10 tackles or whatever. Yes, he handballs a lot. He's probably good for a 115 average, I reckon. He had like 3 games under 100 last year. And we've got Jelly. Jelly. If he's going to play in the middle, I don't see why not. Him and Green should get a lot of the ball. I don't see an issue. Popper, self-explanatory, I think. 330k for someone who averaged like 85, 90, I think. It's a bit of a piece of piss. Callahan, he's going to play on a wing. Maybe he goes up to 350k. Nice downgrade, nice upgrade target. Ashcroft. Then we got Mackenzie Phillips and Baker on the bench. Ruxham, Arcee and Marshall. I did have Gawn for a stint. Because Gawn's gone. But I did have Nank for a little bit.
Had Nank?
Yeah. Although he played shit against Gawn and Grundy, he's not going to be coming up against 2 A-quality ruckmen every week.
That is true.
And then also as a bit of a little smoky pick, I had Cherry in for a bit.
Had Cherry?
You're gonna laugh at me, I know, but with Goldie being old...
I understand. I get it. I get the logic. I was thinking Cherry as well.
He had a couple of good games last year as a 100% ruck. But I don't know how Clarko wants to play. And then Madden is whatever. 4-9, Dunkley, Rosie, Torano, yeah, whatever. Nothing to say. Sheasel, Philippou, Green, Davey, Caminators. Yeah, fuck it. That's about it. Pretty box standard. Try to put a couple of pods in there with Hewitt. I think Kelly's a pod too, and Ridley. See how it all turns out.
Nice.
Yep. We can go through my NRL team too. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, yeah, that's my turn. Okay.
I don't go to the quiz show. It was like, it's finally working now. Yeah, how'd the stream go? Yeah, great, thank you. Yeah, it was so good. Piss off. Stream was black. The stream was. Thank you. Feedback submitted. Thank you, Discord. You fucking bots. All right. From my picture that I can see, Jones D3 is very risky. Yeah, defense is weak, but the midfield and fourth line is very good. Yeah, I just don't like Jones because he's playing like fullback on like for example this weekend he'll be on. The thing is playing Melbourne, who like literally just struggle to have a good key for. So
Brown's quality, mate.
Oh yeah, man. Brown's fucking sick, man. He's so fucking shit. He's terrible. Plus, would even go on Brown potentially. That, or I guess if McDonald goes forward. But like if he comes across like a Cameron Hall, where you put like Hawkins, but either way, if he comes across like one of them, or like a Lynch Revolt, like a Kerno Mackay, I feel like he's just not going to get any points because he's going to get killed. And then, yeah. No, I don't think he's bad, but D3, yeah. I don't know. But midfield's good. Starting Wilmot's a big risk.
I'd probably be comfortable, really, if he's playing off halfback. We'll see how well Cowan goes tomorrow. And then I'll probably loophole Wilmot and just fucking piss him off for someone else.
Yeah, nice. But, no, Tom Green is interesting. But I get it, because obviously Hewitt and Jelly are better. But yeah. I
can always drop Jelly for Green, take that extra money and maybe get someone better for Liam Jones, but... Jelly's upside is like 180.
Yeah, literally. I wanted to get Jelly, but I just couldn't fit it. The way I could fit is if I got Ridley, and I don't like Ridley, so I know his roles kind of changed, but I can't look at the last 2 years, 2.5, like, what is it, 2? Because he had his great year, then he's crap 2 years. And the Bombers just look absolute crap, so I can't really go on it. I think, yeah. Okay, we're done with that. Now, moving on, since it's the start of the year, we are doing our AFL predictions. So we're going to do 1 through to 18. Going to do Brownlow.
Through to 18.
Did you not do 18, or you just did top 8?
I just did top 8.
I did the whole ladder, mate. The whole ladder.
I'm not doing my whole ladder, mate.
The whole ladder. I'm doing the whole ladder. Okay. Well, it's only going to be actually like 2 minutes. I expect this to be at least an hour. I don't think we're even going to get like 45 minutes of this, right? But yes. So I've got them on my friend because I'm very professional. So I've gone. Well, we can do top 8. I can say 9.
I do top 8.
Well, I've gone. After the D's absolutely fisted Richmond in the practice match, I've gone D's first because I think that Gawn-Grundy combination is going to absolutely rip everyone a new one. So I think they're going to be the best team of the year. I think they're going to win. I think they're going to win it all, to be honest. I think they'll win the premiership. I've gone Geelong second, self-explanatory. Obviously, the best team last year. I don't expect them to really fall off. Saying that Selwood retiring could have a bit of an impact on them. But who knows? I've gone Lions in third. Obviously, they could be good, but everyone's predicting to be like first. But at the end of the day, it's Brisbane. They always choke. They always fuck up. So I've gone Pies fourth, even I'm not that confident about. But to be honest, they can only get better from where they've been. So obviously, I'll see what you see about the Pies because you're a Collingwood fan. So I've gone Dogs fifth, which is a bit of an odd one. But I just reckon that midfield is. I know they lost Dunkley, but I reckon that midfield is just too good, and they've got the backline's not terrible. They've brought in Rory Lobb, who isn't bad either. So they've got like 4 key forwards. I don't know what they're going to do with that. but they've got a decent forward line now, and then they're swinging Bruce in the back line as well, which could really help them. I think they'll do very well. I've gone Sydney in 6th. Can't really, you got to have him in there, considering they made the grand final last year, and all their players like Warner and Goulden are just going to get better. I've gone Carlton 7th. I think after last year, after the heartbreak, I think they'll come through this year. Gone Richmond in 8th. So everyone's kind of predicting Richmond top 4. I don't know, I feel like everyone's getting a bit old, especially on defence. Other than Bolter, I guess. Oh, we've got Rioli. I feel like Grimes is starting to lose it a bit. He's starting to go off it. Rayvolt's going to be old. Dusty's getting old. Like he's only playing 4 line now. I know. Probably wrong about that. But yeah, that's my top 8. I'll just swing through. I dropped my phone. I'll just swing through 9th to 18th pretty quick. I got 9th is Freo, 10th Port, 11th Saints. I think the Giants are 12th. I don't think they'll be bad. Honestly, I don't think they'll be bad. Suns are 13th, Bombers 14th, Crows 15th, North in 16th, Eagles in 17th. I've got Hawks to take home the wooden spoon. Do you want me to do my Brownlow and stuff first, or do you want to go through ladder?
Nah, I'll do my top 8.
I'm going to do top 8 first.
I feel like I nearly copied your bloody picks, mate.
We've got the same basically.
Melbourne, Geelong, Brisbane, Collingwood.
Yeah, so I said the same before.
I have Richmond in 5th.
Yeah.
Swans in 6th.
Yeah.
Elton in 7th. And Fremantle in 8th.
From that, you think the Dogs miss out?
I don't think the Dogs are good. Whoever they pick up, mate, they still have Jamara playing. If he's playing, they're not very good.
He's playing Melbourne next week, which was literally his best game last year.
It's alright, he's fucking a little ant. Moving on, Brownlow.
Brownlow. I've gone, as I said to you before, it's kind of a boring one. I've gone the Bont. I have gone the Bont. I think he's ready for a huge year. I think he's going to get redemption for that absolute robbery that was 2 years ago with Ollie Wines, which is absolute bullshit. So yeah, I think he's going to get redemption. So who's your Brownlow?
Got a bit of a smoky here, Jason.
Yeah, that's Andrew. It's because Andrew Brayshaw.
No, it's not Brayshaw.
No.
He's moved to a new club. They get consistent midfield minutes.
Oh.
It's a lot of the pill, a lot of contested ball.
I know.
He's gone with Josh Dunkley.
Josh Dunkley, yes. Ooh, okay.
I don't know. It could be very wrong. I don't want to go boring like everyone else. I'm putting Dunkley down. I feel like he could have a real good season.
All Australian at least, no matter what happens. Could be. Moving on. Coleman. Like I said, this is also a boring one. I've just gone Tom Lynch. If he stays fit, I don't see why he won't, because he's literally the best key forward in the comp, probably next to Hawkins and Cameron. Put it on that one. Literally, like he lost by like 4 or 5 goals last year. He was injured for like 6-7 games. So that might be completely wrong. I think he was pretty close, considering his game. So yeah, and every time he literally kicked like 4 or 5 goals a game usually. So yeah, I reckon if he stays fit, he wins it with ease, to be honest. Yeah. What do you think?
I've got another 2 smokies here, mate.
I told you, man, this guy's the weirdest picks.
One. I've got 2. I've got 2 here. I just thought of another one. Anyway, first one I wrote down. Back to his best at a new club again. Great kick in action. Great accuracy at goal. I'm telling ya, he's not a big forward. Takes the third defender generally. I've got Jack Gunston.
Oh, okay. I'm on that.
Second one.
I'm on that.
If fit, and Port Adelaide don't do anything dumb, Charlie Dixon.
Charlie Dixon. Yeah, he's kind of just fell off, hasn't he? He had a shit injury season, put out a terrible season. Yeah. If he's fit on, you could easily. But yeah, I like it. I like the Gunster bit. I like that thinking. I like the thinking, especially. Anyway, but someone's gonna have to overtake. I don't know what they're gonna do without the GOAT key forward in McStay. No, he's got to Collingwood. But
oh yeah, true. No, I should have put him down. He's gonna win it, mate.
he's gonna win it, mate.
My check tied for 35 goals, mate.
My check and McStay, the GOAT forward duo.
And Cox with 25. Here we go. This is cricket.
With Cox playing full time, with playing 70-30% ruck with Darcy Cameron. Jesus Christ.
Rising star, Jason. Who we got?
I've put two down. I've gone Ashcroft because that's boring. And I've also got. It's kind of stupid because I don't have him on my team, but I put Callahan because I don't know. I think he is good. I think it would be pretty average SuperCoach. I probably would have had him if I could, but I couldn't fit him in. It was rather him or Warple, and I decided to go Warple. So yeah, but outside of that, I really don't see anyone else. Like you could go. Like I don't even think of anyone else because obviously when
I have someone else.
I know you have someone else. But in terms of these rookies that are playing right now, Ashcroft is obviously just kind of clear. You could say McKenzie maybe as a smoky on the outside. I'm trying to think of who's like still under 21 that could do it that's played a while. Because obviously Dacos has got it already, so he can't win it again.
This guy.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to stick with Ashcroft. I think that's the pick. It's boring, but
Can't tell me his age. 1999. Oh fuck, he's too old.
Someone I don't know. I think it's Ashcroft.
9.
Maybe
mine.
I would love.
You ready for mate?
I would love to hear yours. I would love to hear it.
Smoky season. Jinby, whatever the fuck his stupid name is.
Jimby.
Half back.
I'm here for it.
Hopefully, Jaden Hunt can show him how not to play, so he plays better than him. I'm thinking the ball's going to be in there a lot. Most likely. He's going to have a lot of rebound. Playing on a flank. I feel like Ashcroft will get lost. These big midfielders with him. So he's going to be playing like forward flank. Was forward flank going to average 15 touches a game? Fucking.
In that case, we should get him out the team, man. We shouldn't have him in our team if that's the case.
I reckon he can average 22 a game.
I'm here for it. I don't say why not. Oh no, I have a pick. Well, if he got selected, he would win it. But unfortunately, Dim is a retard, so it was obviously going to be Noah Cumbergo. But unfortunately,
he played on against Fremantle. Oh yes,
he had a bad preseason, unfortunately, and we just lost his spot on the team. Anyway, he was literally like one of like the key reasons why we made finals. Yeah, they dropped, but also then he responded to that free one with like 5 goals against Brisbane in like one of the games of the year. So like, yeah, I mean, he honestly could have been. If he played the entire season, he would have at least been like top 5 because he was literally our best rookie and played like 10 games or something like that, just over that. But yeah, and then quickly, because I think we're near the end. Coach of the year, I've just gone Simon Goodwin because I think I'm going to rip it and we'll go win the premiership. So, and I don't really have anyone like on the rise in terms of like like a Pies last year. So it's like, yeah, North will make the 8 or something, and it'll be Clarko because it's Clarko. So that's probably what's going to happen. But now, what's your coach of the year?
I wrote down Fagan. I don't want Fagan anymore. I was going to say Michael Voss because, Carlton bias, whatever. But these people aren't in my 8, but they're a chance. I think potentially coach of the year, if make the 8, Sam Mitchell.
Sam Mitchell, you think Hawks could potentially make the 8?
I think they can, because they're young kids. If it goes bad, it's going to go bad like very quickly. But if it's going good, as young kids, they're going to be up. They're going to be going. They're going to be anything, mate. They're going to destroy Pluto for all I care.
Could have the Pies effect sort of thing, like last year with you guys. Well, who do you have? Who do you have winning it all? Who do you think's going to walk out premiers this year?
Due to my better, I've got Collingwood. That's about it. That's all I have to say. Grand on Collingwood, boys.
Grand Collingwood, obviously. Oh, jeez.
Apart from bias, because I actually do think Collingwood can win it.
Yeah, I don't see why you can't. If you play like you did last year.
Brisbane, they could go. How many rounds are there? 23. They could go 22-0, including the bye, and they're still not relevant. So I don't care.
Because then the day they'll just lose. They'll just lose the MCG in the granny anyway.
Just shit. Richmond, always a chance if they can make the prelim, unless Mason Cox is playing. Honestly, prelims, Melbourne, Geelong, Collingwood, Richmond. So I reckon it'll be one of those 4.
So, if I'm not mistaken, we both said Freo, not top 8, haven't we? Oh, you said Freo 8th.
Freo 8th.
Yeah, but Freo.
I think they're clear of the Dogs. Freo, mate, were 5th last year. They're going to play half the games at Optus Stadium. No one wants to travel to fucking Perth because there's nothing to do and there's all the Aboriginals there, mate.
But at the end of the day, is it raining when they play? Because if it rains, Freo aren't going to win again. But I don't know. I think their defence is just pretty average. I think Wright's getting old.
No.
Pierce is potentially injured. I mean, Young's great. Young's great. Clark is decent.
Good.
Yeah, but
good. Clark's good.
Clark's decent.
I
don't know.
Alex Pierce is one of the best fullbacks in the competition.
True, but he's a bit old and injury prone a bit.
He locks up any key forward in the comp, I'm sorry.
Oh, he can, but I just think he's injury prone.
Okay, lock up meaning keep him to 2 goals because forward's going to kick their goals either.
Yes.
He does not get outmarked. He's an absolute animal. And Brendan Cox, he's another animal.
That is true.
As long as, what was his name? He averaged like 15 touches last year and we put him on for 15 and didn't do anything. Hughes, if he's not playing, they're winning.
They're winning. Oh my god, I can't wait for the return of the bets. It's going to be carnage. I'm going to lose so much money this year. It's going to be fucked.
Do I have any other smokies?
No, with Freo. And then they're forward. I mean, the problem was with Freo was I know they've put 5 up there now, but they've lost a lot as well, which was kind of their key because Taberner I think he was in and out with injury, and then when he was in there, he just didn't even do anything. Oh no, because
what about Josh Tracy, mate?
Oh yeah, Josh Tracy. Oh no, with Taberner because I put him for a fucking goal every single fucking game he played. He never bloody got it. He would never get it. So I could never. That's why I knew he was doing shit. They got Walters as well, which is a bit. He's all over the place last year. I don't know. I just don't think they're anything special. They've got a decent midfield, but
decent. They've got the best midfield in the competition.
You reckon?
I would take Freo's midfield over Melbourne's midfield.
Really? You'll take what's Freo's midfield? What Brodie Sarong, Brayshaw?
Brodie Sarong, Brayshaw over Clary, Oliver, and let's say Viney.
Clary, Oliver, and Viney. Nice.
Clary, Track, and Viney. That's it.
No, I don't think.
I would honestly take that.
That is a very big call. That's a very big call.
Carlton midfield, maybe a different story.
I would say
fully healthy.
Best midfields. I would go Melbourne. I would go. I just love the Dogs midfield. I think Bont, McRae, Libba at their best. They're just nuts. And then Carlton's midfields are Walsh, Cripps, and Hewitt probably. If you consider, they're probably neck to neck with Freo, I would say. And the next best would be
Collingwood, Tom Mitchell, De Goey, and Taylor Adams. Everybody can hit a target, mate. They'll go fucking 40%.
It depends on how we go. Torino, Hopper, and Presti could be.
Torino can't kick, Hopper can't kick.
True, but Presti is a fucking tank.
Jelly, Cogs.
That's why I think Giants won't be bad. Their midfield is fucking dirty. Their midfield's dirty. But everyone's saying they're going to finish like...
Midfields don't kick goals, Jason. Midfields don't defend.
Yeah, I know, but their four-line... I don't know, their four-line's crap, isn't it?
Yeah, Cadman and...
Oh, well, he's number one pick at the end of the day, so I understand why he can't be bad.
There's Bobby Hill too.
There's Himmelberg back up forward, so they've got something there. Jesse Hogan, if he's fit, he's decent.
He's actually quite good.
Hogan's always been decent. And the back line, if Cumming does well, Whitfield's back on half-back. They've still got the quality there. Callahan's on the rise. Ash is on the rise.
Ash is fucking just running.
Yeah, but he's not the worst player. He can do a job. He can also tag, which is good since the ball just decided to...
He can also run with. It's a different role.
Run, tag, either way he fucks up our SuperCoach, that's all that fucking matters.
Tag is stay with him no matter what. Run with is he's just there in the contest, and he'll just run with him, and then he'll break away. That's the difference.
Either way, he kills us.
That's why I'm not worried about Laird, because you'll probably get Ash, and Laird's going to rack up contested possessions anyway, and tackles, if he's second to the ball.
That's true.
Orson, on the other hand, will get someone, I don't know who the fuck, I don't fucking know. Who tags in a four line. I don't know why they're going to pull two fucking
That's why I'm just staying clear of Dawson, because he's the one who gets tagged every time they fucking kills him. Anyway, quickly before we go, we need to do good old tips for the week. See, let's go. Richmond, Carlton. Who's winning?
Carlton.
They're in Carlton. I also reckon Carlton. I have no faith in my team. I don't know why. Unless you brought in two decent midfielders, and I still think Carlton's just going to win. I don't know why. I just have the feeling. Geelong, Collingwood. Obviously, I'm guessing Geelong. You reckon Geelong?
Collingwood aren't good enough at the moment. I don't think. You know what? As a Collingwood supporter, I'm probably going to cop a lot of shit.
If Jeremy Cameron leaves halfway through the match, then you have a chance.
If he somehow gets into a car crash before the game, we will be good. I'll change my tip. If he always kicks 7 against Collingwood, I'm done.
No, did you hear the news with his wife going into labour apparently?
Oh, I might have to go over and scare her a little bit there so she can push a bit harder, mate.
Because you said, if my wife goes into labour, I might have to leave at half the time.
That's it.
So, I'm here for it. I'm here for the drama.
I'm here for it.
North West Coast, who the fuck cares? North. Moving on.
I think I tipped North, yeah.
I think Clarko's first game at a packed Marvel Stadium, it will be, I guarantee you.
And 18,000 people and 7 from Bro.
Actually, to be fair, Clark being coach will bring some people in, at least for the first game, especially because they're playing Eagles.
I don't think so, because you don't see Clark, you see the players, and the players are shit.
True. No, I mean, like, 18,000 for North isn't that bad. That's nearly half the stadium, so, for Marvel. So.
True, they get more fucking victory, mate.
I'd say they get more than Melbourne City. Everyone does. Port Brisbane's an interesting one. Because
it's Brisbane.
You reckon? You don't think any upset?
It's Brisbane by 40 points.
We said the same thing last year against when they played Sydney in the first round in the Gabba, and Sydney blew them out of the water by like 50 points.
It's Brisbane by 40 points with ease.
With ease, really.
Jack Gunston's going to kick 7. Duncan's going to have 2 and 35.
Starts the Coleman umbrella journey right there.
Exactly.
Port upset. Fuck it. Port upset. Never tear us apart at home in the first game of the year against premiership contenders. There you go, record. Melbourne Dogs.
Melbourne with ease.
I would say Melbourne.
Much quality.
Viney out. Salem out. May's a big one, especially if they play the 4 tall forwards.
Fuck cares? One of them is Jamara Ugle-Hagan, mate. Who cares?
But at the end of the day, I mean, Ugle-Hagan fucking ripped the D's last time.
Because no one cares about Ugle-Hagan, mate, compared to Buddy. He's like a fucking toe, mate.
True. And they also, so Salem, there was Fritsch, who's literally their main forward, even though he's like fucking 5'7".
He's a cunt.
And then, there was May, who's literally... And usually, when May doesn't play, they suck for some reason. May's there entire... Unfortunately, when May's not there... I mean, we saw last year, when May didn't play, you guys took advantage of that and beat them. And even when May did come back in, you still beat them too.
Because Mason Cox is an animal, mate. Never doubted him.
Mate, when he's on.
Let's go quick on it. Sheep, mate.
Alright, Swans and Suns. Or other way around. Suns and Swans. The Suns love a game against Sydney, but I'll go Swans. Giants, Adelaide in Sydney. Probably Giants. The Giants. Hawthorn, Essendon at the G. You reckon?
That'll be like a 4-point game, I reckon. I don't know, but I need to shit.
I honestly reckon the Hawks are pretty Alright, St Kilda Freo at Marvel.
Sam's third 4 goals again, mate.
I was thinking it says on the bench. I'm like, anyway. Alright, Freo. Alright, Pete needs to go to the toilet. So we're going to wrap it up there. Alright, thanks for watching. I have no idea if this is going to be weekly. We'll try to do it weekly. Who the fuck knows? Thanks for watching. Follow Peter, Chicken Expert. Follow me, SuperCoach Happy. Peace out. See you guys.